And welcome back to... Oh, forget it. Okay, it's trying to be enthusiastic and it's just not working. I like how I can go back here and... Well, did you see that? Look at that draw distance and how everyone's moving it like weird choppy animations. That looks very bizarre to me. Anyway, a couple of things to go over while I figure out where the fuck I'm going. Because I have to go to New City, but I forget where the door is for that. I think it's actually this direction, memory serves. Most of you guys who seem to be enjoying this. I hate you. Not really, but, I just feel like y'all, think this is all some big joke. I just want to, do something nice for you guys. And I don't see what's wrong with anything. Really? You don't know why. But the captain said not to let me through. Right, so here's a classic case of the game. Yeah, I do. Yeah, you should. Why not? Ugh. Okay, this is why I think that no one cares about Elise and actually everyone's really trying to get her killed. Because of shit like this right here. I have to play a stupid little town mission where I figure out who the real captain is. Well, it's the guy I'm talking to. It never changes, it's always him. So this guy is apparently such a conceited dick that instead of opening the fucking door and letting me save the fucking princess, he is gonna stand there and waste my fucking time with a goddamn guessing game. You piece of traitorous shit! The fuck? Well, while we wait for the fucking game to load, I might as well go over a couple things. And by a couple things, I mean like one thing that I remember from the last few comments I got. Yes, it's you! Thank you. Anyway, I was trying to say, someone questioned whether this or Sonic Boom is worse of a Sonic game. And that is a difficult question to answer because I think this game, as I said in my Sonic Boom review, I think this game is more offensive. And I think it did more damage to the series and its credibility overall. However, from a technical perspective, Boom is exceedingly worse. Actually by a long shot, almost disturbingly so. You can actually, like... What the fuck is Knuckles doing here? You can actually, like in that game, you can actually, almost see the empty void where the game wasn't finished. It's hard to explain until you've actually played it. Of course, I've also gotten people coming to me saying that Sonic Boom is actually a good game and I'm wrong. By the way, all y'all are insane. And I'm not sorry about that because, again, there is a very stark contrast between having a difference of opinion and being wrong. Alright, Sonic Boom is not a good game and how anyone could trick themselves into believing that escapes me. This game I can partially understand, because at least here, it sort of enters a weird so bad it's good territory sometimes. And again, it's funny to watch. Boom? Shit. No. Just no. Battle at the warehouse. By the way, wasn't I chasing Eggman who kidnapped Elise? Like, why am I not, doing anything? Even remotely like that. At all. Like, seriously, I've wasted at least 10 minutes just doing nothing, basically. Yeah, right, a bunch of enemies at the warehouse for some reason. I don't know whether the game ever bothers to explain why Eggman's mechs are even here. Like, are they guarding a warehouse? And, if so, why? I feel like that should be established. Also, I pointed out that I said the words, serious and legitimate a lot in the last part, and you are correct. I did. Mostly because I had a lot of serious and legitimate questions. I will try to avoid using those words, so as not to make my speech patterns get boring. If that makes any sense. Which it probably doesn't. All I know is that this is boring, because all it is just a kill enemy-a-thon, which would be fine, you know, if the combat were that enjoyable, but Sonic hasn't ever been about the combat, like, ever. Unless you're talking about maybe the mech sections or the gamma sections in the Sonic Adventure games. But this is not like those. This is just jump and hit A, and jump and hit A, and do it over and over and over again. There's no skill involved. It's just keep doing that, and don't let the camera screw you over, which it will. Big Enemy's got a life meter, so you hit A more than once. I mean, it's still not exactly rocket science we're dealing with here. I can't even give interesting commentary to this, because it's literally just this. Over and over and over again, until finally I run into an enemy and try to avoid dying, and where'd my ring go? Thank you. Someone pointed out that the rings may have inherent value because they seem to grant, you know, basic immortality. You know, because when you have one, you can't die, which, alright, fine. But there's still a gajillion of them. Like, why does anybody die in this universe, then? From anything? I guess you lose all of them at once, but there's so many. Never mind, I'm not even going to go into that again. Also, how many fucking enemies do I have to kill? Jesus, Tatatsy Christ! This is ridiculous! There we go. Fucking finally. Oh my god, that was horrific. Not even that it was hard, it was just time-consuming. Eat a dick, game. Like, every time I get a low ranking, I'm just like, fuck you, alright? I don't care. Anybody... God, you know what's terrible? There's probably someone on this planet who took the time to try and get all S ranks in this fucking game, and they probably pulled it off. I hope that person feels proud of themselves for doing what nobody else should ever be bothered to do. You know, I know what's going to happen as soon as I walk forward. I'm going to enter a cutscene immediately, so here's my question. What was the point of reloading the world map at all if this is what's going to happen? Well, I guess I didn't have to load the cutscene, to be fair, but, you know. Should you have an emerald to be guarding?
Eggman on the outskirts of the city.
You didn't punch him?
Me to give this to you. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Well, you were just chasing me.
To return the princess, you must give me your Chaos Emerald. Meet me at my base in White Acropolis.
I don't know why I have a base there.
He's pretty cocky.
You can't catch things wearing boxing gloves.
I don't think Eggman will honor his agreement.
No!
Sonic?
Since Eggman went to the trouble of telling me where Elise is...
Okay, see, he didn't say where that Elise would be there necessarily. All he said is that he would be there, and then you have to give him the emerald. Not that Elise is going to be there with him. So, this is an imperative distinction. I mean, if memory serves, Elise is there, but it's still a trap, just like Tails just said. So, oh, this is a terrible idea. That's what I'm trying to say. Also, what? You know, I should point out, Knuckles just did the only thing he's ever going to do in the entire game. Because he contributes nothing from this point on. And I'm not even exaggerating with that. He literally doesn't do anything from this point. At all. How do I get to White Acropolis again? Thought I was through that door. Maybe that's the door to the other part of the city. Actually, I think White Acropolis is over here. Now I think about it. Yeah, I see the mirror right now. Oh, God damn it! Open the cave. Why is there... I don't... let's just chill out. Cause we don't need a fucking stroke over this. I just need to know why is there a cave gate? Sit again? Why? Yeah, okay, I know what you're saying. Well, maybe they're guarding the entrance to the base. To begin with, okay, you have to guard it in the city? It's just the mirror. For two, if you want me to meet you there with the emerald, why are you trying to kill me? That makes me feel like this is all one big giant trap or something. You know, not that I didn't already think that. Jeez, well that was a waste of time if ever there was one. I mean, damn.
That was incredible.
I mean, plus the load times, that wasted a good 1 to 2 minutes. And this happens consistently throughout this entire game, where there's just these little bitty things randomly tacked on to try to pad the game out. Because without this sort of stuff, the game would probably be only all the stories combined, maybe 5 hours long, maybe. But with the padding, it extends it out to at least 7, maybe 8. You know, depending on, you know, how good you are and how screwed you get. I mean, if you know exactly what to do in every one of them, particularly the ones where you have to actually figure things out, it's not a big deal.
Let's hurry to the White Acropolis.
Okay, this is not a secret room. This is, though. I didn't even see this before. So, this is a secret room. But, what's it doing here? Just need to know that. I recognize that room, actually. That's a room that, Rouge uses as a base of operations in the Shadow Arc. Although, I think it's only used in exactly one scene, and then never again. I didn't even realize you could access it, actually. That's interesting. See, I just learned something new about this game. It's amazing. Oh, God, I forgot about this, though. Oh, this is like the worst bit. The snowboarding controls are terrible! And I can't even describe to you how bad they are. I mean, there's really no gravity. You just kind of push forward and, you know, kind of aim him. Doing jumps and tricks are basically impossible, which sucks, because that was one of the most... see, now he's stuck. Yeah, okay, there you go. Which sucks, because the snowboarding segment in Sonic Adventure was actually fun because of all the tricks and stuff you could do. I love doing that. This is not fun. The only redeemable part about this is that the music for White Acropolis is actually pretty good. I always liked it. It sounds very old school in its approach. I appreciate that. Hitting a tree, of course, just makes you do a front flip, and nothing else, you know, of consequence happens as a result. But snowballs are deadly, you see. Those will fucking kill you. The trees, Oh god, I remember this. Yeah, now I gotta hit down, because it doesn't carry over your directional movements. It's based on where the camera is. So when the camera changes, you're fucked, and you stop randomly. I like how they make this feel epic and shit when, it's just me holding down. Oh, I got hit. Interesting. Of course, the snowball stops there, so whatever. And hopefully I can do this jump, or... Yeah, see? That's what I thought was gonna happen. The jumps are really hard to nail. I gotta do this part all over again. If I really want to. Hopefully I'll actually hit the jump this time. Because you have to, like... You press and release it like a snowboarding simulator, but it's not nearly as precise as in those. It's like on a delay, but it's a delay after the release, not after the button press. So it's really hard to figure out. And I still don't fully understand it to this day. Alright, there we go. Now I got it. I guess it's a sign of, like, really bad controls when even the guy who's probably played this game more than any person has any right to be doing, still has no fucking idea what you programmed and why. Because Just damn. Like, why even have a snowboarding segment if you're not going to try? Oh. That was unusual. I didn't know that. So apparently, if you homing attack into these spikes, they don't hurt you. Yeah. I did not know that. That is... That is... Is that intentional? That can't be intentional. I see no reason for that to be the case. Spikes have always been lethal towards Sonic, regardless of the form he's in. Great, I just found another fucking glitch in the game. I don't do this on purpose! It just happens! Just keep going. Just wow. I guess you could say that's not really a big deal. And it's not. But on top of everything else, I mean, shit, you know? Anyway, let's just keep going. Yeah, I like how he says that after I already cracked the ice to find the switch. So it's like hint is utterly meaningless at that point because I already found it anyway. Stuck in the snow. Great. So excited for that. It's actually mind-numbingly easy because of Tails' ability to fly. Because I can just fly over all this shit. And by that I mean fall horribly. Hold on, you can fix that. I actually really fucked up there. I honestly thought I actually remember him making it. Whoa! What the fuck happened there? But apparently, it's a bit harder than I remember. That's alright. I think you can fly over this if you get it from the right angle. Like this one, for example. Or just, you know, hit and just phase through them. Just fuck it. Who cares? The game certainly doesn't. Why should I? Sorry if I feel like I have a lack of commentary, but what do I even say to any of this? You know, other than the fact that it's awful. Like right now, the game's not really giving me anything to work with. This is White Acropolis. It sucks like everything else in the game. I like how Knuckles was following us and doesn't do anything at all. Oh yeah. You know, this part's actually really annoying with Shadow, but not so much with Sonic, because Sonic has no worry about using a damn vehicle. Why they forced that on Shadow, I will never understand. But I'll bitch more about that when I actually get to that bit, not right now. Because right now, we're playing as Sonic. And Sonic's got artificial laser barriers to guide him through this level. Oh, someone else brought up a point that I brought up in my review. And I'll concede at this point. You guys notice how Sonic, like, compared to the other two, his story arc really has nothing to do with what's actually happening? I mean, he's just, all he's doing is saving a princess, and even, like, I love how even in his arc, when he defeats Silver, he still doesn't really defeat Silver. Silver still kicks his ass. And, like, the game's called Sonic the Hedgehog, like, you'd think it'd be all about him. And it really ain't. Which is such a bizarre design decision. You know, like, he's supposed to be the hero, and, like, most of the time he's not even fighting the real threat, and he's just running around chasing Eggman, who keeps, he keeps rescuing, and, you know, Eggman keeps kidnapping the same princess over and over and over again, at least 4 times in his own arc. And then a 5th time in one of the other arcs. I mean, shit! You know? Really wasn't that hard. You are correct. I will concede that you know exactly what you're talking about, because that was nothing, effectively. Goody. Every time I get one of these, I'm just like, oh, I can't. It's not the same. Silver's just like, I'm here to save the future. And Sonic's just like, I am here to save the princess. Which, of course, means that Silver at least is more credible.
You're late.
Well, you didn't give us a time limit, did ya?
Well, we had to deal with your little pets.
Yeah, seriously, if you wanted to meet, why'd you try to murder us?
My, aren't we impatient?
Well, you're the one saying we were just late! What the fuck?
You better not move. Now, the Chaos Emerald.
Yeah, where are you keeping that? Okay, you didn't have that in your hand a moment ago. Where did it come from?
Place it there.
Do it. Don't worry, I'm sure giving the mystical gem of infinite power to the evil doctor will in no way cause a problem. Oh, right, the predictable is about to happen.
Huh? What?
You sound so surprised. Well, you tried. It's no use!
Powerful for you to overcome. Now, allow me to introduce you to my latest creation. This is the Solaris prototype.
Fun fact, I'm pretty sure this is like the only Sonic game where you are actually able to see Eggman's eyes.
With this machine, I'll be able to...
Worst part is that I like Eggman's design in this game. You're never going to use it again, but I honestly thought it was pretty good redesign of him.
Rest assured, they're not dead. Yet.
I like how you added the yet there.
They've just been teleported by my glorious invention to another time.
Why are you doing this anyway?
Who knows where they'll end up?
Yeah, see, they could
It could be in the distant past or far future.
You don't know if they're alive,
But my machine still requires
because
some fine-tuning.
if they show up, like,
In fact, what
in
my
the
machine
future when
needs
after
in
the
order
Earth
to
is
be
gone, you know,
is your power.
they'll be dead. And if they show up before the Earth was existing, they'll be dead. Like, they can show up fucking anywhere.
And you.
And back to square one, I just need to point out, I don't know
That's all I need
what
to survive the
Eggman's
flames of
plan
disaster.
is. Like, Flames Disaster and Time
Be able to
Portal.
control everything and rule the world.
Yeah, okay, you're explaining this, but I don't really follow
You would be wise
the
to be
how.
on my good side.
How is that going to come together at all? Like, what does the time travel element have to do with the flames, and how are either of those going to let you rule the world? Is this like a Sonic CD situation where you're going to go back in time and, like, pollute everything? Because that didn't work before. Even if that was the plan, like, I don't see how that's going to make you rule the... This makes no sense, is what I'm trying to say.
Boy, do I feel dizzy. Where are we?
You're in the same place.
Oh, look who's here. I didn't expect to see you guys.
Well, considering you're all are like, what, 500 years in the future, give or take?
Hi. Long time no see.
The fact that you show up at the same exact point in history seems like the most impossible coincidence in the history of anything ever. So, your surprise is understandable, Rouge. Also, this city wasn't here before. And it can't be that far out of the way from Soliana, so when was the city built if the flames happened, like, not long after the events of the game?
Eggman's got some nerve dropping us here.
Yeah, what a dick.
Now, how can we get back to our own time?
You need a space-time rift, but this requires a lot of energy.
I like how you know that. You just know that.
I see. You mean using your chaos control will... Yes, but that alone is insufficient.
Yeah.
Okay, Shadow. It looks like we need to work together.
Do you? That was not established at all. You just kind of assume these things. You know, like... That's not what he said. He just said you need more energy than Chaos Control. And why do you assume Chaos Control can do it? Because, like, it teleports, but is that a space-time rift? I guess kinda. It's a warp, so I guess that makes sense. Oh! Yeah, no, I already did my level for the day. No. Shit, no. We will come back to this bullshit later. And Sonic can just hang around there, for all I care right now. Till next time, this is Darkness, and I bid you all a fond farewell.